What's up, Hippo lovers? Try number 4. One restart from Heresy, one restart from Suomi, one drop from Suomi, and now we are in a post game looking into another start. 42 minutes delayed. Heresy against Suomi, my boys against the Finn favorites, not the fan favorites, and you need to take 2 out of those civilizations out of the civ pool for every single map, and we are jumping into it. The Max, 3rd time in a row, pocket. He will have Rubenstock as Italian, quite close in the north, and Vilis and the Vikings, kind of exposed. Dogao here with the Mongols. Miguel, the Vikings pocket, and far away land playing Italians on his own. We have an 8 deer and 3 boars on this map, so Mongols should be a very powerful civilization. Isn't Viking pocket ideal here? Well, I think we will go for a lot of land aggression first. Walling, kind of impossible around all this area, and I think massive amount of scouts could be pretty good. And therefore Vikings, maybe with some water approach, could be better, but, well, I haven't really tested this in 3v3, so tough for me to judge here for sure. And I'm really interested to see how those civilizations will play out. And that's not a lot of villagers on food. 4 on food, 5 on wood here. And okay, now sending 1 villager to the back. Fish in general quite solid. If you find a reasonable dock spot, this is actually quite unfortunate for the Max if he wants to dock it here, which is a likely spot for him because it's blocked by the island. We'll have an extra gold and extra stone in the back in the long run, but that won't be too important. It is not the worst dock position ever, though, if we look at that. Dock in the back here for land could be a bit better. We'll have a lot of good fish in the long run. Now pushing some more deer, we'll go without the mill for now. Rubenstock, where is he scouting? Puts the dock in the back as well. Will have a solid position for himself. Vilis giving the cheaper dock bonus to his teammates, is building his 3rd one for his team now in the back as well. What is Dogao's plan? Oh, Dogao's playing it without a dock. Interesting approach here. Then I want to see Miguel going heavily onto that, and, well, it's curious to see how he will play this one out if he goes for scouts. I think he kind of has to, but Dogao will go for scouts as well. At least that's what I believe with all the extra food you have on this map. Maybe Land will play some archer approach. Oh, this will be interesting. Slinging, obviously, is something we've seen quite often on ECL. But I don't see that happening too likely here. Dogao already up. Played this pop 17. That will be a lot of scouts quite early. Let's take on the other side. Look on the other side. Vilis on his behalf sitting at 7 food. So that will be tricky. The Max following it up with pop 22 fishing ship. This is actually a pretty damn good start by the Max. Honestly, pop 21 now here. 837. That's pretty damn impressive, and he will get some solid production out for sure. Sagahaga, welcome. What does the map vision say here for Dogao? He has a good idea of what Vilis is up to. Sees 1 lumber camp here, sees that that is maybe walled off. But yeah, he will be able to be quite annoying here for sure. Land, quite a big distance on that side. Has an early uptime as well. Rubenstock a bit late here. Bit surprising to me. And how is he having 18 villages again? Isn't it bugging out that Vilis is sitting at 22 and Rubenstock at now 20? Feels a bit weird. Oh, he lost something. And he still has 1 military. He lost a villager somewhere. Okay. Missed that. Oh. Ripperino. And that looks like he just forgot it. Look at how many shots he did to the boar. Uh-oh. That was a solid 6 shots at the boar. Instead of the normal 2 and then go back. So Miguel up as well. Goes with 3 on gold. That looks like archery ranges from him at the front. Stable now here as we expected. Team wall approach is the idea here for the Finns, but that is not going to happen. Scouts will be in here and start to be annoying. Release will most likely lose that scout. Let's take a look. Togao needs to micro that a bit better. Needs 3 more hits and yeah, gets the kill off here quite nicely, but loses 1. Why to trade for land? That is just an overlay bug. Don't get too confused by that. Release with 12:37. That is way too late if you are not completely walled. Kills another villager. That means he lost 2 already, but already killed 1 scout. Make that 2 scout kills, and that's a lot of aggression lost for Release. As we can see, the max is coming over, not for Release, for Dogao. Losing those 2 scouts, and the max is sending everything. Meanwhile, Roomstock is going archers. We're expecting the same from Lan. No, Lan is just walling himself, and he's going for the full water approach. Should give his team a nice eco advantage. Miguel, I think he should just heavily go on to fishing ships here. He's going for the double archer range, kind of as we expected. Trying to wall that area off. Didn't go for his 3rd boar even. Aggression in the center continues. Let's take a look. The harassment against the villager is continuing, but it feels like the max has enough army here to control this area. Yeah, look at that. 4 spearmen out. Togao, who's mainly on scouts, cannot do enough damage here. And let's take a look. Oh, slips through with his 5th scout. And now some harassment here at the top. Lan even going for galleys instead of fire galleys first here. Interesting. Something I didn't expect. And another harassment here against Felice. Uh-oh, tricky spot for him. Let's take a look. That's another villager trap for sure. And Scout is trying to go back. Oh boy, already 4 losses here. And that's all villagers from him. That is okay-ish HP. Nice quick waltz here for sure. Now the market, he has enough resources to click up to Castle Age. Does he have a blacksmith though? No, not really. Is that potentially a sling? Now the blacksmith here, so it will be a fast castle. Might just go on to longboats. 1641 here. Has a solid food eco behind that. That's the greed I want to see from Miguel, and he is delivering as well. Did add a 2nd dock. And that will be quite a nice fish boom from him behind. We see the fletching timing for Lan, Roomstock, and Miguel, who's now coming forward with the archers. Palisade Gate should fall. No villagers behind there. And the max, how is he looking with his resources? Still going for more scouts, so will take some time. I think the fire galley approach would have been a bit better for Lan to begin with, just to snipe the fishing ship a bit more efficiently. But that should be some kills here if Lan is taking good care, and yes he is. Way too good for that. Scout still annoying here, and oh boy, more scouts are coming in because Miguel, he did not gate this area. I think gating would be so much better than just having this open. And he deletes his barrack to free his 1 spearman. What an unfortunate barracks position here by him. Had the spearman trapped there and now needs to rebuild that. Archers are going through. They can maybe do some damage here to the max, who's now going for bloodlines. I like the team strategy so far by Heresy. And that will be some harassment. Let's take a look. What can they do against the max, who is quite unprotected here. And that will be some dead villagers for sure. I think 3 will go down here at the gold. No chance to save them. Maybe if he deleted the mining camp, but no, that's 3 down. Could maybe see 1 or 2 more going down at the woodline. Looks like it's Spearman, actually quite aggressive there, and we should see another 2 kills, so 5 kills here. And the max, he is in quite some troubles. 300 food, 200 gold, will get the defensive tower up. Meanwhile, I think the scouts got cleared up or something. No, they're going over to the other side to Lan, who is super safe. Created his own small base, and Dogao, even with quite a lot of spearmen. Let's take a look. Going over to Release could be an option. Still no idea what his plan is. Is it longboats? It is longboats, but going at the very other side of the map. Makes it quite tricky for him. And still open here at the woodline. Another X coming and release. He's in a wall of pain. 25 villagers only for him. 10 fish. That is really helping out. Now 5 longboats won't help too much. Miguel up to Castle H as well. And that would be some nice aggression. Maybe even split those archers. Just keep 3 or 4 here and send the others over to harass Miguel. Could be an option. Uh-oh, but now Roomstock and the Max going with combined forces trying to attack land, but he is in a nice position to re-wall behind this and shouldn't take too much damage. Nice play for sure. Miguel is sending over some archers as well, and they should be fine here. Lovely play. Lan, how are his resources looking? Thinking about Castle Age to maybe fight against those longboats. Not really happening for now. Uh-oh, rushing out that TC should finish in time, I believe. Snacks yet another one. Spearman just staying here. What is the Max up to? Is that a sling? No, he just goes for mass scouts. But mass scouts against Spearman harass? Not the best idea ever. Oh, now he's debating them. No, but Togao is too aware. Next 1 farms, next 2 farms. Loses some HP on the Spearman, loses 1 full Spearman. But I think he still should be fine. Lan with his tight base. Not controlling that much wood, but apparently enough for now. We'll get Castle Age before the 23-minute mark. We'll get onto War Galleys, and then I think should be quite okay to fight off against all the longboats. Simply because he has the better numbers here. 10 for release, 18 military for land. And this is defended here. Let's take a look. No rush out. I thought maybe there was a timing where the Max is sending late 8 villagers trying to get a tower up. But that did not happen. The Max still in a tricky position. Double night production now started for Togao and an aggressive siege workshop. This is looking good for Heresy, guys. Maybe the spot where some of you could spam some Heresy in the chat. But only if you really support them. I don't want to create any fake hype here. Oh, such as some nice snipe villagers, and that TC is going to be denied. Look at overall villager count. Highest is the Feudal Age player, 37 here for the Finns. And on the other side, well, lowest is 37 here for Miguel. Lan is now getting up to Castle Age, and that's a nice block for sure. Knights at the front, not being reward that area. Lan did save all his galleys. Problem now, those fishing ships are kind of exposed. Longboats could come around, and they're sneaking through the center as well. Lan will lose his fish. But meanwhile, on land, a lot of stuff is going right for Heresy. The Max still active with his scouts. Aggression continues here. Knights taking no damage from his own Mangonel. TC needs to be cancelled. Does Felice have more stone? No, he does not. He cannot go for the other one. TCs cannot really do much. Needs to delete that area, or needs to delete. TC. More crossmen now of Roomstock are coming over, but they won't perform too well against the Mangonel, and a solid amount of Knights out. Defensive siege workshop here. Crossmen still pretty annoying. Could go a bit deeper. It feels like they didn't really scout that area. Actually, they saw the stone, seeing the wood line. They positioned themselves over here. Could be an option. Some nice denial here at the top. Oh boy. And all the longboats are getting sniped as well. Heresy having good move after good move. Now going for ballistics here. Roomstock, Miguel, and Lan all at the same time. And yeah, those crossmen won't find a good engagement against all those Magnets. Release is given that TC up. Some more kills against those villagers, or are there? No, not really. Miguel now running away, knows that he will have troubles facing those crossbowmen here. And okay, Roomstock clearing that up. quite okay for him. Fishing ship count 21 to 11. Still some harassment going on here. Scouts even being annoying against those fishing ships. Something we don't see too often. Room stock up to Imperial Age. What are we seeing? 38 villagers, 7 fishing ships. Has 1 TC, only now expanding towards his second gold. Still no second TC up for him. And he will just get completely smashed on water here as well. This will be an imp timing. Not too sure how powerful it's going to be. But I assume that we have a sling indeed. The max is slinging 1.7k resources to room stock already. And that's why he can afford this. Market is now getting focused down so that Belize is not allowed to sling as well. Longboats. So around here. Whoa, wanted to redock here Mr. Miguel. But that is getting smashed by the double wolf protection. Crossman now getting cleared up. Roomstock being the good teammate, saving his slinger. But meanwhile, Belize in quite some trouble. Siege Workshop not reproducing. Pop 71 out of 70, trying to get some more houses up. Losing TC is obviously not the greatest spot for him. And, well, how can he really defend this? It's all eyes on Roomstock. Who will lose some fish? Oh boy, and that is some eco from the Max as well, who is the one basically providing most of the resources for Roomstock here. And those longboats, they are getting trapped. A nice flank from land here as well.
And Monday again, less than 3.
Belize cannot really micro here, and Heresy is taking the 1-0 lead. What a sweet play here, and I believe the main fail was Belize not having this vault here and such a late cast age timing. I think if they had this vault and the Max could have gone for the big scout and spearman defense, they could have had a big good chance, but Dogao with pop 17 up just squeezed in there before Belize could finish all those vaults. The strategy was clear, but the timing and the execution from Dogao just too good. And then Miguel with the double here with the crossman could finish the game. On the other side, land, solid water play and didn't take any damage on land. GG, well played by Heresy here. This is far from over though, guys. Whoever wins 3 maps is winning this best of 5 series. Folder of Loom, hello. Need a real German day, so that again will take some time, but I'm trying to get one rolling in the future. Max most food, doesn't really matter. Yeah, resources, as you saw, he did send like 2k, only 1400 getting to room stock due to the big sling tax that we have in ECL. So that's the 1-0, and civilizations taken now are Italians and Vikings. Let me see, where do I get the score from? Score is taking desktop, flag and score. Okay, let me see, desktop, flag and scores. Obviously not at home, so I'm sitting here with my HDD and trying to work off that. And did I edit the right file? Yes. Happy hippo. TG, Heresy. I went out for 10 minutes and game over already. Amazing night. You should know better that you don't leave an Age of Empires game 10 minutes. For 10 minutes. Max Frank's pocket incoming. Likely. Been a month or 2 since I watched this channel. Shame on you. Did you move your streaming setup to your bedroom or is it other way around? Yeah, I moved my bedroom into my streaming setup. I never understand why my phone is always switching the A with an I if it's not part of a word. Lol. I don't know. Never stop watching Age ever. Bro here knows what's up. Hi, nice to follow your stream again. Will you cast anything of MSC? No, someone a little cast is missing there. No, I won't cast any. Regicide Fortress so boring? What? What? Never heard that before. I think it's one of the best maps. Why did Secret get admin win? Scheduling of fire was just horrendous. What do you think is the best Arabia Regicide Civ in 1v1? Mayans. Unless there's a great King Sniper around. Okay, so we want Mayans for Regicide Fortress. Maybe Slavs for clearing. I think Lombardia could be... Oh, we need another... Maybe Archer civilization? Maybe Frank, Berber... Ethiopian? When is the other semifinal? I don't know. I can look at it after the game. And oh, okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong, guys. Happens. And let's jump into game number 2 here on Lombardia. Remember that we have Regicide Fortress after this, and you cannot repeat a civilization. And we still see Mayans from both teams here. So no Mayans going to be picked on Regicide Fortress. We will have the Max playing Berbers, Elise as Mayans, and Roomstock as Brits. My prediction is probably Archer Scout and Plumed Archers. On the other side we have Mayans for Dogao, Franks for Miguel, and Celts for Lan. I think I don't like Celts on this map. Yeah, pretty sure I don't like Celts on this map. The distance is just enormous. And I think mobile units are just so much better. I think Celts is so much better for clearing. I think this is a bad civilization choice by Heresy. The other semifinal is SY against Secret. I can look when the match is scheduled after this game. So Franks by Miguel. I don't like the Celt choice. Like, what is the plan? Maybe going full scout archer aggression and then have the Celt player go for a pikeman siege push or something? Then you kind of have to play Slavs as your siege civilization for clearing, which I don't mind too much. But I think Slavs would be better here and Celts better on clearing. And Mayans obviously for Regicide Fortress. I'm confused, guys. Maybe they have some special strategies that I am not aware of, and we will see what they will be able to offer. Such a weird move, trying to blow your nose quietly. So potential of a full team wall is here as well. And then maybe just Celts goes on to archers, Franks goes on to scouts, and Mayans goes on to plumes as well. Don't really know. Velise being annoying here. Togao sending the villager back. Velise does not want to lose HP. And yeah, it is the full wall off. So maybe we'll just have a castle age play. Plume, crossbow, knights. Something like that. Oh boy, this is a big wall. Oh boy. Okay. They want to secure corners apparently. Oh boy, those are big walls. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, they're starting nice and early. So I don't mind that. Miguel is not walling the front yet. Okay, interesting play here for sure. Miguel is up any second, just lacking food apparently. 386. So he just dropped all food and only had 430 in the bank. Kind of a sloppy build up by him there. And now there's 500. Oh, okay. He lost a villager. That makes some sense then. And another one at 6 HP.
Oh boy, 1/2 year.
Oh boy. MSILHS. Heyo. Okay, the max and room stock up as well. So it will be... Let's take a look. Release. We're expecting plumes from him. Yeah, he is taking this quite slow. And it will be room stock. Yeah, he's going for archers. So archer scout. Remember though the max, he won't have any scout bonuses here. Being the Berber player. All the bonuses for cavalry only apply starting in Castle Age for Berbers. And it will be the full wall off. And on the other side, Dogao is playing fast castle and the Cal player as well. Guys, I will go for the bold prediction and say Lan is slinging. That's the thing that makes most sense to me now. So will be a scout opening by Miguel. Delete that palisade, build a stable here. And the sling on to the mains player. Room stock though goes for the man-at-arm aggression here. For military out for him already. 10:56 will be the timing where he finishes that. And Heresy has very little idea of that coming their way. Or do they? Miguel just scouted the forward barracks. And now might see some more. Is going for the stable. And he knows what's up. Max around. Now tries to go for some walls behind this. Is Dogao. This will be tricky though. We also have Velise going for a rush. I didn't even spot that. Sorry for missing that. And he's indeed going for plumed archers. The confirmation is there. Going on to stone. Some more walls behind. But that will be broken. And Dogao with 3 on stone. Let's take a look if he can get a defensive tower up here. Could buy himself some time. Still curious what Lan is up to. It isn't the big problem if Dogao gets a defensive tower up. And he has an okayish time there with 11:53. Maybe one defensive tower here, one defensive tower here, and he will be fine. He can still get the resources from land going up. Oh, I think this tower could have been a bit more forward. Because now he cannot get that gold. And Lan is on stone with 2 villagers as well. He's going for the market blacksmith. Is he maybe just slinging? I don't think that votes would be a good option.
Suomi Nilly energy.
Mini Winnie! You're on the wrong channel, my friend. This is the spot where we send Nilly energy to Heresy. And room stock with another tower, and that's what I said. I wanted to see 2 towers here. Might have been the better option, but that's also obviously me seeing everything here. Defensive towers will go up. Roomstock's tower, I think, will go up as well. Built it with 4 villagers. Now, massive amount of villagers here for Dogao as well. I think this will be stopped. Some walls behind there or some repair. And Roomstock, yeah, he will get the tower up. But should just get smashed by 2 towers from Dogao. What's the plan here for Lan? Is he going for the sling? And indeed, oh, to Miguel, though. Interesting. Something I didn't see coming. Roomstock loses his forward villagers, and that is all going to be stopped. That tower, nice defense here for sure. This looks good for Heresy, I would say. Roomstock's aggression completely shut down. Maybe Dogao gets the second sling. Oh, the max, where did he get in? Did I miss something? Uh-oh, that's annoying. Okay. 1721, and Miguel sending his scouts back though. Let's take a look how this will be played out. Now fighting with 3 villagers here, not the best option. Micro Sam back, gets 1 villager kill, 1 scout kill, gets... What? 3 scout kills without a single villager loss? Sweet move here by Land for sure. The Max is hungry for 1 kill though. Bap! Gets 1. But that was still quite fine for him. Oh! Why did Dogao open that area? Police can now squeeze in, but not too important. The Max is up to Castle Age as well. Defensive towers, and what did I tell you? 1 single tower can still deny the gold here. We have enough gold at the top though, and now Lan is slinging some more to Miguel, who will have a lot of knights out to stop this. Some walls behind here, and yeah, this aggression will be shut down for sure. A bit surprised that we don't see sling to Dogao though. Could make so much sense. Defensive tower here, then a defensive castle, and he would be in a fine spot. Castle, now as expected from Belize. Rubenstock, is he going for the sling? Doesn't have a market, so no he won't. Now goes for double blacks, and the Max is going for Castle Age. Some more repair here. Scouts trying to find an engagement +2 defense for him. 3 villagers should be low HP. Defensive tower by Dogao again. And snipes another villager. Can the tower get up in time? I think both towers will go up. And look at that villager actually fighting through the walls. Doing quite some damage there. And might even block the tower hop as well. Shouldn't be much damage dealt. And the Max 2 aggressive stables. Interesting. So triple stable aggression here. Go on the way to Castle Age, but with only 27 stone in the bank. Doesn't have a barracks yet. So, whoop. Yeah, okay, that's just the starting Eagle Scout. Need to get some walls at the top here, but Land will get those. Yeah. Continues to sling Mr. Miguel, who's now adding 1 TC. Land is going for... I think there's a spot where a gate could have been helpful as well. Lots of knights out. And now, well, Max, he has the option to just go for mass camels here. And then the Franks player needs some support of a Marion with plumed archers, which will get tricky. Now sending some villagers on stone, but could be more in my opinion. Land even going for the defensive tower here. I think that's kind of an overkill, but better safe than sorry. Roomstock sling the Max as well. So double or sling from Roomstock and from Lan onto their cavalry players. I think going heavily on stone and sling Dogao on a castle could be a really good idea. Archers now coming out. Tricky spot here. That's an okay-ish fight for Miguel. Fighting with the help of 2 towers and 5 villagers. Extra damage. But he's now going forward with all his plumes. Miguel going for the handcut. A bit early here with 39 villagers. Maybe he was housed or something. 50 out of 55 could indicate that. Roomstock to the Max, Land to Miguel, and Land to the Dogao when it comes to stone. Dogao now bought 200 stone to buy 100 more, and well, wanted to go for some boom as well. Defensive castle needs to get up here. That area. Ah, what did I tell you? Wants to see the gate. There's a lot of dots moving from Heresy over here. Oh, that's an aggressive villager. Archers now starting to be annoying. Getting the castle finally. Or does he want to get the castle up here? Uh oh, this could be open. Go. No, it's walled. The Archers won't get in. They will get in here, which is annoying against the woodline, but they cannot get in deeper. Won't get a single kill. Now sitting at 740 stone. Miguel, he won't do much with all those knights. Camel numbers are pretty sexy here for the max, who can build them so much cheaper. And microing back the low HP camels as well. Defensive castle now at a not very protective place. Not really protecting his gold in the long run. That's the problem. Slinging the Frank player here against the Berbers. The archers around can continue to be annoying. Defensive towers here quite nicely, but oh boy, Roomstock, he is so annoying in those spots as well. Let's take a look at ecos behind this. We have 3 TCs running for Velis. The max, he's sitting at 3 TCs as well. On the other side, 2 TCs for Dogao, and Miguel is sitting at 3 TCs himself, but already 10 villagers behind Velis here. Defensive tower still doing okay-ish, but so many idle villagers at all time here for the Gao. 10 at the moment. Oh man. Well, sometimes I can anticipate things. Then with the continued sling on Miguel here. I don't think that Velis and the max will find too much damage. Are they jumping under the CC? It looks like it. Tower up here, no walls behind that, and that is quite a risky move. Could easily get trapped. TC and tower shooting, but not the greatest damage ever. TC behind this here from Miguel, and he cannot really fight this at the moment. Let's take a look. What can they do? That is quite a risky move. Going for the committal here. Could easily be walled behind there as well. Look at that. Lan, he's still in fuel age, so he won't have a lot of TCs to defend that. And they are going deep here. They are going really deep. Lots of camels still out. And Lan, he needs to pull villagers, but TC is already full of Dogao villagers, so he needs to go to the top. Woodline completely exposed. Plumed archers of Dogao only having +1 attack, and that's a nice raid here at the top for sure against Lan, who will suffer big losses here. Taking the hill for Velis. I think, honestly, how far is Velis away from clicking to Imperial Age? And not far at all. And that is something that Heresy completely cannot stop. Once we get into Elite Plumed Archers, that will just wreck everything. Miguel, how are his resources looking? 400 food, 100 gold. Dogao should be miles away indeed. Look at that, 50 food, 100 gold. And the big sling of Lan won't really come in here after he lost 10 units already, and that should be probably 9 villagers here. Now taking the fight against the hill. Camels are protecting the plumed archers perfectly, but that is still absolutely fine for Velis. And the mags, who are trying to find new raid spots, won't really do that. Nice clear up here by Heresy, but the max is up to Imperial Age as well. With all the map control going on and room stock, oh god. Don't you hate to play against this guy? He is just so annoying. Look at that. Walling all the gold over here. Still has a villager. Oh no. Some infantry behind there. Walls that area off. And Plumed Archer, Cavalier, Masses should not be stopped by 2 Castle Age players here. Now trying to break the front line. And yeah, this looks pretty sexy for the Finns. And Roomstock mainly slings the max now. Eco for Velis is solid enough with 86 villagers here. Only 1 castle though. Oh, the second one here. Could have been a bit more aggressively if you ask me. But no one does. So, just put it down there. Miguel clearing up that front. Roomstock even tried to wall that villager. Okay, Miguel up to Imperial Age, but the Franks kicks in really late. Basically only when we get Paladins against Cavaliers. But before that we have cheaper camels, we have cheaper Cavaliers as well. Now the imp timing for Velis, once he has Bracer, he is doing quite a lot of damage, even with chemistry, against those knights. And Now the castle here of Dogao, the spot where we wanted to see for quite some time. Now big engagement here. I think maybe the Max wants to go back here. Allows the plumed archers to retreat as well. That is an okayish fighting position. Lots of units blocked though, but more plumed archer damage in the back. Now some opening here for Dogao. I'm not sure if that's really what they wanted. But yeah, the castle will go up and Dogao is behind there. Only now gets Botkin arrow though. Damage output by Velise will be just so much better. The Max is taking to Cavaliers now. Sends in more and more, and I don't really see Miguel winning this fight once the upgrades are kicking in. The Max, no blacksmith upgrades coming though. Only +1, +2 for now. Miguel is sitting at +2, and will have that advantage at least for another minute till the Max will finish his +4 here. And now I want to see another castle. Indeed, castle number 3 for Velise on the way, getting conscription. More traps will rain in, and they will just continue to be annoying here. Maybe some more raids at the front. Defensive castle here by Miguel. Maybe for chivalry. Land going for wheelbarrow a bit late, but his eco got distracted quite a bit. And elite plumed archer even on the way for Velise, and then it will get even trickier if he gets onto solid numbers. At the moment at 34 military, another raid here around the corner. The Max, he is hungry for some more villager kills, and he will get some for sure. Oh god, the patrol started a bit early. Didn't go as deep as I thought he would. Some spearmen and the men-at-arm even coming over from Rubenstock ungarrisoned here to help out a bit, soak some of the damage, and now 9 damage to only 4 defense. That means 24 plumes can one-shot a knight, and they will do so if it wasn't for the hill advantage. Now they even do more damage, and Cavaliers are going in deep. Is he trying to get in for the raid? Some quick walls behind this. Can the quick walls be finished? No, they cannot. Squeezing through here quite nicely. The Maxi stays very active. He would be fine with taking this fight here against all the Knights. Cavalier not finished yet. It will finish earlier than the overlay will show, since we have chivalry already research, and I think this is an okayish fight here for the Max. I think he didn't need to take this fight, but just trading off against Miguel quite nicely here won't really hurt. Or maybe with the new overlay here by PKZ, the timing is even fine, and no, it's not. And yeah, upgrade is now ticking in. Did Miguel really need to take this fight just shortly before his upgrade is kicking in? I think no. More raids are coming in. Another aggressive castle to go miles away from getting traps out defensively as well, and those plumes are just doing so much damage. Full map control, look at that. Rubenstock going for all the walls. He is just so annoying in those spots, it's incredible. And I think the Max could add some camels as well, since plumed archer numbers aren't that high, just to counter the most scary units at the moment of Heresy, which will be the Frankish Paladins in the future. Hellscream, hi to you as well. And now the first traps are coming in. 3 is the number already. Now goes for some more walls, and that's just a beautiful move. No way to snipe those. The Max, 32 military, 35 at the moment for Miguel, but Velise with 50 plumed archers already. Think should be fine. Caravan for Velise, that means they're already thinking about trading here as well. Lovely move by them. The Max, oh, not the best market. Over here would have been better, but does that really matter at this point? Look at the overall population. 170, 150, and 70. Against 70, 60, and 140. No way to stop this here for Heresy. I think they will have to accept that it will be down to basically a best of 3, and in my opinion a bit better civilizations left as well for the Finns here in the long run. Both taking Mayans away. Realizing, okay, this is a good map to sling the Mayans onto some aggression. Paladin tech is coming in for Miguel and will fly in quite nicely. Has a lot of stables out as well, and he's going for the big counterattack, realizing, okay, we cannot fight this front area, but that means Dogao will lose all his castles as well. Oof, what can they really do? Or is he just healing up and wants to take the fight at the front again? +4 attack is coming for him as well. Something that the Max is getting as well. Would really like to see some camels at it. Another castle here at the top could be an option. Traps are moving forward. Dogao at the moment 80 out of 130. The castle exactly at the place where Dogao at his one before. Miguel, I think he's just waiting for his last 2 upgrades and then we'll go for the big 1 attack against the hill of the max and release. And I don't see him winning this one. Some raids even in the center here, just so annoying. Extra gold spots taken as well. Room stock. He's just... This is the big difference of a slinger of the caliber of... Let's just say normal 2K and the Tados and the room stocks of the world. They will just do so much more behind this for their team. Walling so much and strategizing so much behind this. And now the big fight here. Let's take a look. It is Frankish Paladins, one of the most beautiful units in the game, but it is the hill advantage here for the Plumed Archer player, Villies, and a lot of Cavaliers in the front. I think this is kind of an even fight. Miguel is winning the top. The castle will go up behind this though. Nice walls. Or will the Paladins squeeze through? I think they will at the top. The Max not taking all his Cavaliers to the front, but I think the numbers of Villies are just staying strong. 80% here. The castle will go up indeed. And after that, Miguel, he will realize, okay, we lost this fight. We gave it a good shot, but we cannot win this in the long run, losing the main gold spot, and Togao will not be able to provide more help here for quite some time. Yeah, the castle under some fire here of the traps. Villagers even trying to get sniped. Will the villager get this one up? Oh yeah. So, solid engagement by Miguel. Max? Some mistake here by me, for me. Not really taking this to perfection. Heavy camels could have been added a bit earlier, as I mentioned several times as well. 1 trap still firing away. Miguel refusing to give this one up, but, well, as we can see on the mini-map as well, what is it, like a quarter of the map against 3/4, something like that. Gold will run out. No chance to ever get onto trade for quite some time. Even though that looked like a good fight for them, it wasn't a dominating win. Or not as dominating as they needed it to be. Camels will fly in as well. More stables added by the Max at the front. And, well, now everything got cleared up by Miguel. Look at that. Pop 120 is the highest here. And they know, okay, that was not enough. G to the G. And Miguel tried his very best, but couldn't do it. I think the defense of Togao could have been a bit better with the defensive towers here. They did scout it early enough. The walls were there in time, but yeah, maybe a bit of an underreaction there, perhaps. But as I said several times, it is so much easier for me to judge that as well. Landed, go for the big sling towards Miguel. Togao got just a very tiny bit of that, and Roomstock with a big sling to the Max. Belize basically played on his own. The early aim timing for Belize without the upgrades was pretty nice for him. 5 castles in the end as well. Pretty solid play by the Finns here. And it will be the 1-1 score. Cursor. Ah, here we go. Absolute Bread, Hell's Scream, and Mini Winnie. Thanks again for the subs. Chinese, Britain, Spanish, Heresy on Regicide Fortress now. Okay, let's rack our brains. So it's no more Marians. So Spanish is kind of the obvious choice for both of them, right? Unless you want to go Spanish on clearing. Berbers could be solid. Chinese are probably the #1 choice for both. Then probably Spanish. Then we might have Berbers for Heresy, Britons for Suomi. The other way? No. No, that's wrong. Britons for Heresy and Suomi will maybe pick Portuguese? Maybe Celts? I think Celts is still the best for clearing. I want to see clearing Celts from room stock. Hey, love your YouTube video. Mainly those with Terra coaching, superb. And you play very good. What's your object? 2.3, 2.4 with the pros. World domination. They waste Celts. I think Celts could have been such a good pick for clearing. Bit surprised there. It has to be Spanish and Chinese. Okay, let's say Berbers is still left for Heresy. Britons is still left for Heresy. Celts is still left for Suomi. And Franks is still left for Suomi. Portuguese could be good on Highlands. Yeah. Speculate started. We'll jump into the next game in 1 minute. I just checked the 1-1 brackets of ECL. Didn't think of that before at all. Okay, small pause at the start here. Are you in Vegas for real? No, I'm just writing it at the bottom for clickbait reasons. Okay, let's look at the pause together. Not really sure what's happening here. So we have Spanish pocket, Frank flank, and Chinese flank. Could be better. Spanish pocket, Spanish flank, Chinese pocket, and Berber flank. So tiny problem here for Ruben's stock potentially with Franks against Berbers. And Tugao probably wants to create a forward base here to pressure him. Are there any nice hills? Not really. And Chinese should have a slight advantage against Miguel's Spanish here. Doesn't really... Oh god, what a horrible mill. What is this? Is he now going on the outside to get wood? Oh god. Okay, Miguel with a pretty bad start here. 5 on wood. Doesn't have any wood in his starting base. Can you call that bugged? Barracks could be deleted as well. Robo! To the rescue! Nearly escaped from the heat wave. Yeah, because it's only 40 degrees in Vegas. I heard in Europe it's way hotter. And 10% humidity. Why isn't he deleting this? Oh boys. And the barracks. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god, 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 oh god. Okay, now he got it. Oh, and the board blocked. No, okay. This is a pretty bad start for Miguel. This will be really rough for him to play against a Chinese player. With that open map, he will need to go for massive Castle Age army. Mass Kongs, TC here probably, maybe even a siege workshop to defend. Ugly map for him for sure. Look at that second boar already coming in, and this is a very solid start by Villiers here. 2 perfect boar placements as well. I like that quite a bit for him. Boar bashes head against the 1 dice. He could have always shot the boar to save the will. He could have just jumped into the castle with the will. He will never lose the bill there. Like, he can easily wall at all spots as well. So, yeah, I was never scared of the villager. Or for the villager. Oh, no wood inside here for LAN as well. At least didn't want to go for that wood line. Not the greatest map here for the Heresies. Monk ass at the very top. Second boar flying in, and yeah, it looks like a pretty even start for everyone here. Kind of what we expect at this high level of gameplay. What will Roomstock go for? Franks? Can't do much against Camel Archers in Castle Age. Maybe just boom into Halberdier Bombard Cannon, Castle Push Traps, something like that. Then he should just get punished by the Chinese player. And if the Max is playing with Conquistadors, maybe the Max just completely defends Roomstock, who is just going Mass Paladins. Conquistadors aren't too shabby against Camel Archers. Remember, Camel Archers don't have an attack bonus, actually. It's kind of weird. They used the restarts already? Yes, both restarts used 1 for each team. Again, now walling that area. I think he could have just opened that stone wall as well to let the villagers jump in, but yeah, better safe than sorry for sure. Let's take a look if he opens with the stable here. Could be a reasonable way of doing things. He's not going for that farm at the moment. And market blacksmith, so no stable. A bit surprising to me. Lion lost some HP, more HP here for Roomstock since he is Franks. King at the very edge of the map here. At a time where maybe delaying that could be, or just sending him into a castle or a tower might have been reasonable. And yeah, as you see, Miguel not losing a villager in a spot where I'm the greedy hippo that I am. Might have lost one. Everyone on the way to Castle Age now. As you can see, between 940 and 1048. Reasonable population. Roomstock actually playing with this pop 23. As you can see, our Heresy is going for pop 24. So having kind of a team idea of how to go up there. Oh no, pop 24, 24 villagers, I mean. Is that walled? It is. Can't really see with what. I think that's a palisade wall behind there, right? I think so. King could go into the tower. Yep. Safe there. And Miguel, just expecting him to go for a massive amount of conquistadors for sure. Dogao, is he going for Chokonus out of the pocket position? Not for now. Opens that area to build a TC outside. She needs to drop off another 10 stone. Where is he building his other TC? Maybe over here could be an option. Over here could have been a nice TC spot as well. And now increases his walls. Miguel, solid amount of resources. Took a new production from Villiers. Did start. Is he having any upgrades? No fletching yet. Goes for Bosaw. What are we seeing from the pocket here? Conquistadors. Ruben's stock is adding 1 TC in the back here. And now stonewalling some. Interesting. He's not on stone, right? Did buy himself another 100 stone. Kind of a weird spot. He wants to go for the team wall. Don't mind that. TC should be fine. Interesting scenario. Okay, Miguel's getting the very much needed TC out on the outside here. And yeah, Dogao. Okay, going for that TC makes a lot of sense as well. Meanwhile, 3 TCs for LAN as well. So should be quite an even boom by most of them. Probably the one furthest behind will be the Max, only adding his second TC now. You always have a wood line inside your base in Regicide, but there are probably no rules about it. Well, you always? That's wrong. You mean you should always? Belize has a solid build already. 4 villages ahead of Dogao. Oh, I can see 2. But yeah, Belize is a beast on those settings as well. Okay, now only 1 ahead. Not sure about... Okay, now he is even looming. Dogao is not. Do we have wheelbarrow? No, Dogao without wheelbarrow. Conquistadors trying to find some damage. Shouldn't really get any though. King? No. Not getting crazy. Villagers in there as well. And he should be fine. The Max actually going to the other side. That's a bit surprising. Lan. He didn't go for any kill archers. Sitting at 2 military, that's 1 scout and 1 king. Nothing more. And now some raid here at the front should snag a village of Miguel. 3 hits needed, and 3 are connecting. Conquistadors now coming over. 4 against 5 though. +1 defense for Miguel. No upgrades here for the Max at the moment, and that villager not even spotted. Conquistadors are around here from the Max to maybe defend that off. Chukunus of Dogao out here to get some stuff rolling for the team wall, and where release numbers. Okay, cannot really find the damage against Miguel here apparently. Conquistadors just running around. So far not too many kills. We had 1 loss on Dogao's side. The Max probably the guy that fights the most. 3 kills, 3 losses here. But as I mentioned before, Spanish, there he goes. Are kind of tricky. I don't like that wall here by Roomstock. That will be deleted in the next 15 minutes. Right? They want to have this corner for trade. I think just trying to go for some walls here might have been the better option. And now he's going for some weird walls. Ah, yeah. The ones that I wanted to see, but a bit delayed. Some houses here. The Max is going for some control. Lost a villager there and killed a wolf in exchange. Uh-oh, Miguel will get trapped here, but again, Chukunus without chemistry. That's not the worst thing. Won't even lose a single Conquistador. And now can get back home with 1 HP left. Oh boy. This one's defense help there to make him survive with 1 more. I think this is the spot where maybe stopping Conquistador production might be an option, trying to go for the big boom. He needs to be the one carrying with paladins in the long run, which will be really tricky for him. I think Dogao will need to defend there quite a bit, although Dogao could also nicely pressure against the Frank player. Kind of an interesting spot, but for now, the Max is trying to go on a rampage here against all those Chukunus. Gets some kills without a single loss so far. What a beautiful move here, and Dogao without any upgrades, and Miguel was out of position as well. That was a solid 8 losses here for Dogao already in this game. So that's 7 Chukunus going down without a single kill. The Max and his Conquistadors. What a beautiful composition here, and oh boy, he is hungry for more kills. Will snag Conquistadors of Miguel now, who's trying to split away, but will eat some more shots for sure. And, well, not having any upgrades on those Chukunus kind of hurt him here. Oh boy, that was quite a hefty kill. And military numbers now 6 to 13. Where are these Chukunus? I'm a bit surprised. Where are they? Some in the castle. Some Chukunus here at the front. He's playing this very defensively. Wants to preserve his numbers apparently. 83 villages for him and now up to Imperial Age. While Dogao, okay, he just clicked up as well. Not on stone yet. Just went onto stone, look at that. Collected maybe 50 stone in this game so far. And the max he's going in deep. Now has husbandry on the way. Already has bloodlines. Now committing again. Let's take a look. Can he get some stuff done? Loses some Conquistadors. They lost some HP. And, well, 2 losses here. Can he get some more kills? Conquistadors of Miguel chasing this down. He has all the upgrades. And Chukunus now of Dogao behind this. But Dogao is going for forging. What? Dogao is going for camels. Oh boy. Okay. So no Chukunus from our Chinese player. That's quite a surprise to me. And, well, all the Conquistadors are getting cleared up. And look at that. The max sees. Okay, there are still no upgrades on those Chukunus. That should be kind of interesting. How will they stop Willis? I think Willis will just rampage this game. There's no chance for a Spanish player who went heavily onto Conquistadors to stop a Chinese player that mainly boomed and goes onto Chukunus. The only chance to survive is if you have a teammate that goes onto Chukunus and helps you. Now we have a teammate that goes onto camels even. Guys, this game is over. Willis is just unstoppable. This is the wrong army composition here. Kasbah, lovely upgrade here for Lan. Allowing all his teammates to produce faster out of his castles. And yeah, Camel Archers are nice units, but Camel Archers won't just like wreck a Frank player who completely boomed at 100 villages here. Dogao will have a nice composition for the left hand side. Camel Archers plus Camels. And that will be fine against the Max and obviously Rubenstock, but the Max, he might just stay on to Conquistadors. Is that an option? 1 castle, still not up to Imperial Age. There will be no answer to Chukunus for Feliz. Dogao now taking to Cavaliers. Maybe that will be something. But Miguel, he will lose that castle at the front. Goes on to quite some TCs here. I think there's even 5 TCs. Dogao will come over. Some more raids of Miguel in the back here. That's not stopped. Okay, that will be something. But another castle is coming up here as well. And then who's providing the traps? Probably Miguel then. Willis could have gone for a more aggressive castle in my opinion. I think they were just a bit too scared of Dogao having a lot of traps out there pretty soon. Rubenstock with the defensive castle. He will click up Paladins instantly as well. Just need some more gold. Did sell some resources. Look at that. Paladin timing at 2840 here. That's pretty impressive. With all the walling he already did. All the map control that he secured himself. And what did I tell you? Instantly leading those walls. Uh-oh, Conquistador still staying annoying. That's kind of the saving grade at the moment for Heresy. Trying to buy some time. Camel Archers annoying in the center as well. Cavaliers, can they maybe get some damage done? At the moment they are. But Elite Chukunus. Where's the king? I think the king is over here, right? Indeed. So far away. Conquistadors getting some damage done. Love that. But Paladins should just clear this up. Defensive castle here as well. The Max and some troubles will even wall in his one villager, but some walls behind there. The Max he will lose. 11 villagers here at the front. Let's take a look if all of them are going down. Lots of upgrades here by land flying in as well. Not elite camel archers though. Not all villagers will die here. The production continues and yeah, there's no way of stopping this. I don't see how Heresy is getting onto a trade ever. Please will just kill this. Miguel will go down. He's pop 105 out of 95. Another castle could just be placed basically anywhere. And Chinese Cavaliers. It's not the scariest thing I ever heard of. Chukunu's only missing rocketry, and that's flying in now as well. And then he will not lose a fight against a Chinese player. Cavaliers now for Miguel, and then 2 players are going for the same unit. And one not even the best composition. Let's take a look. Release sees this here. Conquistadors can protect that castle as well. Miguel only now opening those walls. Chukunus we're trying to patrol over. Cavaliers not having the best engagement ever as well. Tries to go for one quick wall. Lovely move. Gate number 1, gate number 2. Those traps could even be saved here. Damage output by those Chukunus just redonkulous. And look at that. Everything going down. Traps even unpacking themselves again. More walls here, and Gao, he will lose that one. Meanwhile, the raid stopped here. Paladins are defending this. Roomstock in a fine position for sure. Trade will be set up at some point, something that Miguel can only dream of. And now this engagement that Release will take every single day. Castle behind there. Chukunu's just raining down. Very tight, choky area. Impossible for the Gao to engage this at all. Still quite rainbowy here in the back. The Max only at pop 95. That is kind of ugly. And Release, honestly, with lower population than I thought. I thought he would be at like pop 170 already in this spot. Completely unrated. Only to go for some walls here. Minimal losses. 3 TCs should be working constantly. Chukunu production without a lot of losses here. And more traps. He was focusing quite a bit on getting castles up. Already has 4, so there will be a lot of control. Paladins now coming over. Elite Camel Archers, maybe they are the unit that can really fight against Release here. But once we have Siege Rams out, it will get more and more tricky for sure. Max now adding some markets as well. Trade will start pretty soon. It won't be the greatest trade ever. Very, yeah, clumpy area still here. Max needs to delete that market, but something he will do in the long run. Stable's not at the perfect position here for Roomstock. But that's a big army now. Okay, Release, he will get cleared up here. But that's a lot of army being sent over. And he will take some units with him. Uh-oh, okay. That's actually quite nice team play from Heresy. Moving in quite deeply here. Release, can he save his Chukunus? Tries to go down here. And yeah, this castle at the top will easily be stopped. Saves most of his Chukunus for now, though. Conquistadors at the front still doing some damage. And Chukunus in the back, okay-ish position. And those 2 gates now working beautifully for him. And he will save most of his Chukunus. Just microing back, killing a Cavalier here, killing a Cavalier there while retreating. Except that both his castles will go down here, but still at pop 150, and that's all the army of Lan and Togao here. Miguel now taking 2 paladins, trying to get control over that corner, but that will take quite some time here. And most of the Chukunus survived. Now paladins are coming over from Roomstock as well. And this was quite a nice move here by Heresy, but they did not kill the army. And that means still 51 military for Release and for Roomstock on the field. But Lan at a whooping 70 here already. And, well, Camel Archers, they are nice to micro for sure in those situations. Now trying to go for the gates. Trap number 1 is going down. Trap number 2 easily behind this as well. And how much ground did they really gain? Not too much. Also paladins of Rubenstock. Police just needs to go on to some more rams. Maybe some camels of his own. Could be an option. The max still at pop 120. I don't think we got a sling here, do we? Let me see. We have some sling of the max towards Release. And Togao and Lan slinging some to Miguel, but not a full sling here by any stretch of the imagination here. And now Tukunu's at that beautiful tiny spot. Miguel has quite a lot of upgrades. But in the long run, Frankish Paladins, they always will have 12 more HP in every single fight they're taking against the Paladins of the Spanish. And we still have the Spanish trade bonus as well. But the max needs to get imp at some point. 110 villages for him. I'm a bit surprised that he didn't click up yet. How are his resources looking? Okay, 900 food, 300 gold. Now Camel's at it, and this is basically a 3v2 at the moment. Heresy, maybe they took this idea a bit better, or those fights a bit better than I thought. Felice didn't get onto the 80 elite Tukunus that I thought he could go for. Camel numbers not very high. Elite Camel archers now moving in. Tukunus shooting quite some arrows from behind here. That's quite a big clump. Archer range only now, so we didn't have Thumbring for quite some time here. At least that's what I think. Stables now on that side for Roomstock as well, taking the hill advantage. Trap numbers not that high. We lost like 4 or 5 traps from Dogao early on. Those two maybe could reposition themselves, trying to pressure Release a bit more. Still some annoyance here at the side. Still no real trade. If we compare numbers, 21 already against 0 trade so far from Heresy. Here, Thumbring now coming in. Traps indeed, as we wanted it to be fighting down this castle. The max on the way to Imperial Age. Endless amount of arrows in the air here, and I think I want to move forward a bit. My laptop not that strong to go for the full imp battle here. Some more raids in the back, that could be quite annoying. Kamata's trying to defend this, but Paladins should wreck this. TC only at 160 HP. Meanwhile, Paladins at the front here for Roomstock. Is that the big engagement Heresy is looking for? It looks like it. In between two castles, a lot of Tukunus trying to take this little advantage, but numbers should be way better for Team Heresy. Tukunus are falling. More Paladins coming from the left-hand side, but that's a welcome thing for all the camels here of Togao. Castle is going down. Camel archers are still wrecking and trying to focus down the traps at the top, but that was a beautiful engagement for Heresy. They're continuing to fight this down. Now down to pop 130. Here is Mr. Belize. Look at that. No one above 150 for the Finns. 186 for Dogao and Lan. Miguel is at 125, and now they have the time to start the trade. All that is cleared up in the back here as well. Miguel, his teammates did buy him enough time. Still one trap survived. Those two traps from the top are now joining as well. And Belize suddenly from 4 cars, it's going down to 1. That is not enough for the full Chukunu production. What a beautiful play here by Lan and Togao. They are wrecking everything, and oh boy, did I misjudge this situation here or what? The max will now get onto Paladins as well, but this will be Paladin production. And the guy playing the Chinese, who cannot really support those two Paladins too well. So if Togao now goes on to mass camels, or the Berber players goes on to mass camels, I don't really see the Max and Roomstock having a good counter to that. This is looking good for Heresy. I completely misjudged that situation, guys. Happens to the best of us, and even to me. Roomstock now needs to run. Paladin numbers looking pretty sexy here for Miguel. Pop 150 for him. Still some problems when it comes to trade, as we can see. Roughly 70, 80, 86 trade for the Finns on the other side. We are only at 40. But now they can reclaim some of the gold spots of Miguel here at the front, and they have the big military advantage. we look at that, military numbers here, 72. Whooping, look at that, 78 for land, 67 for Dogao. That's just enormous. They will win any fight at the moment. That damage output by land is just ridiculous here. 12 damage per shot dealt. And yeah, well, we will buffer 7 and soon to be 7 by the max and room stock. But still, trade is pretty close now here. And what did I tell you earlier? That trade won't be the most efficient one, and that's still massive amount of army here. Pretty sexy. Production keeps on flying in. No walls behind here. The max still not having all his upgrades. And what are they going for? Trying to break through here. And this is open. Tries to get some walls behind there. No Chinese walls as well. And Spoxman, greetings back, and this won't be in time. And, well, or will it be? No. Second flock of paladins is going through here as well, trying to spread his villagers as nicely as he can. Quite a solid defense so far, but as we know, we have seen Suomi against Heresy. Just remember the last 4v4 stage, where Heresy had such big troubles finishing the game. In the very long run against those Suomi guys who are so good in refusing to die in those situations. But this time it just feels like maybe, just maybe, the army composition might be better for Heresy with all those elite camel archers, camels in the front here for Dogao. Now switches onto chemistry, maybe onto elite Chukunus as well. And that is quite some army though for room stock and the max. Camels are now coming over. Look at that. All those camels stuck in the back here. Quite an unfortunate positioning. Now they can get through, or can they? Not really. What a horrible positioning. Those walls actually working beautifully for the Finns, and they are taking quite an okayish engagement here. Camel archers are trying to micro back. Most of the paladins are going down though, and I feel like this was a pretty damn solid engagement. But another castle went down. Going down to 3 castles again is here Mr. Villis, and that was just beautifully done by Roomstock and the max here. They are holding on, and what did I tell you? They just refuse to die. Some more shenanigans over here. Absolutely peaceful left-hand side for now. So all the engagements are happening here and will continue to happen here as well. The max now goes for bracer bomb, but cannons could be the next step for our Chinese and Spanish players. Killing some of those towers. Dogao, he needs to switch. I think he needs to go onto either Chukunus or mainly camels. Cavaliers, not really the unit we want to have in the long run here. Elite camel archers still in solid numbers. 59 now on the field. But suddenly Villis back to 74 military. How did he get up to those? Not contributing to the fights for quite some time. Just letting Roomstock and the max do their work here. Now some siege out here for Miguel, who is sitting at quote-unquote only pop 164. And all the 3 Finns suddenly max out. What is happening here? This is a back and forth game. Exactly what we want to see on Regicide Fortress. Genoese crossbowman. Wrong civilization, my friend. Oh boy, look at that army! It's like 150 military on one screen here by the Finns, and they're so good in communicating those fights. And look at that, going back a bit, trying to kill the camels. Now the Chukunus are moving in, and I think once the camels are out of position, the paladins are moving in again. Indeed, and oh boy, those Finns, they are hungry for some more kills. Let's take a look. Right hand side completely walled off here. Miguel is now going for fletching as well. Walling behind that wood line. They know how tricky those Finns are and how they can cut with traps or onagers around those wood lines as well. For sure. Bomber tower attack. Now for the max. Onagers for land. Maybe he wants to cut some at the top here. The max looks like he's microing a bit there. Yeah, indeed. Building an outpost. Chukunus, now they are wrecking those heavy camels, and once the heavy camels are down, paladins are becoming really efficient. They are taking the fight at the front. Max is now joining from the right hand side. Oh boy, Miguel in a horrible position, needs to go back here. Meanwhile, the camel archers at the left hand side are doing quite an okay-ish job. Paladins now retreating quite a bit, and the Finns, they are just wrecking this. And Chukunus, they are simply the better unit. Dogao, should he maybe switch into the sling? Should he maybe switch into Chukunus? Maybe he should have done that a bit earlier. How many castles does he have? Only 2 castles, so full out production not really an option. Lugano goes for masonry, Valise goes for Great Wall, and the push at the right hand side. Look at that. We saw Miguel spotting that a bit earlier. Now bomber towers at that hill, and that's impossible for Miguel to completely re-wall all that area. Trade is so close by here. Markets could have actually been positioned over here a bit better. Just that they don't run into the wood line that often, but maybe we wanted to cut that and got some raids against that earlier from the conquistadors. Pushing at 2 different spots now. Chukunus having that hill advantage. Traps at the ramps at the front. Lots of paladins around for Miguel though, and a big push in here. The ramps are instantly dealing with the bomber towers, and the Finns, they are just so good in those positions. It's ridiculous. Lugao would only pop 180 mass camels from him, but the Chukunus are just wrecking behind it. And now they're on the trade. Heresy in a world of pain here. Bomber towers being produced or being built in the back here. Miguel is sending everything. Heresy needs to send everything here, otherwise the game will be over. Trade is getting decimated quite a bit, but I think Heresy is getting the clear up. Bomber towers are getting up behind the Chukunu numbers. Oh, at 84 at the moment, so that's quite solid. And well, Heresy lives another day. But look at that, instant production here as well. The Max and Roomstock getting their stuff up here so nicely. And they know, okay, if we keep up this aggression at the side and we see that Miguel isn't getting onto the greatest defense ever, maybe we can just sneak some ramps into those markets and therefore finish the game. Dogao now going for onagers here as defense against the Chukunus as well. Bomber towers now for the Max added as well. So 3 bomber towers shooting here. He's trying to take the hill advantage again, and think that is the better fight for the Finns. Am I missing anything on the minimap? Not really. Very stalematey here. Lan is maybe squeezing through. Looks like that's all walled off though. Yeah, they won't get much done. Onagers could be a nice unit now. Oh, trying to find another angle. Yeah, just 5 traps over here. Trying to cut that and then maybe attack the right hand side again. Could be a good option, and well, maybe they're just deciding to do both at once. What a beautiful game here on Regicide Fortress. ECL $65,000 Team League, sponsored by Microsoft. Offline finals happening late August. Secret against AM, and if you enjoy Age of Empires, you surely want to tune into that as well. Escape AoE will cover that with some of your beloved casters. Some time to breathe. Miguel. More defense ammo for his archers. Kind of interesting what he wants to get done here. Some raid in the back. Lan. Okay, maybe some more attack. Roomstock with some more walls behind that. Another attack here, but there are no patterns. I don't really see him doing too much. That is all stopped, and maybe a big engagement here. Oh boy, the Max and Roomstock a bit out of position. Chukunu's a bit too far at the front, but now they're moving back in again, and now that the Finns position themselves so much better. Look at that! What is that? 100 paladins or something? Look at that military. 80, 90, 96. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. And Chukunus, they are, well, need to be scared of all those onagers, but they're instantly getting sniped. And now moving in again. Trap numbers not as high as I wanted it to be. Some more trade go here at the side. Maybe some sneak units at the right would be lovely now. But they are going for the main attack here. Roomstock, he's camping on that hill, not really willing to engage there. Another big engagement here. Now the petards are coming in, then they're in the trade. Oh boy, Heresy, this is still a completely open game. Okay, now broke through here. Roomstock, can he get the quick one? Oh boy, Roomstock. No, he did not. I thought he got it up. Oh, what a sick move. And camels at the top. They need to help out those camel archers. Only one screen away from all the trade here. And oh god, was that damn close. And well, the bomber tower is stopped and Roomstock is sending everything over. Oh boy. Now in the trade here, push at the top happening at the same time. Orange defense quite nicely done by Togao. They are doing quite some damage against the Chukunus and holding off against the Rams. Trade completely stopped now. Market's not deleted. That's a lot of camels. It feels like the Finns are killing the trade and the Team Heresy is killing the trade as well. But it feels like this push will lose steam earlier than the one at the top here. Trade amount 150 to 120 at the moment. Heresy with a small advantage. Heresy is holding this at the top here with quite some army advantage. But yeah, this is getting smashed as well. The Max and Roomstock are killing this as well. Maybe the next go with some Rams here. And oh boy, those are sneaky. And what did I tell you earlier? Some sneaky Rams there could do quite a bit. This getting pushed back. And now we have 300 Paladins over here. Maybe a bit of an overreaction even by the Finns. You clearly don't want to underreact. But now it's kind of 100 dead army here at the left-hand side. And look at that. Straight cuts now blocking each other quite heavily. Push in the center not really happening. One market going down, meaning maybe some idle trade cards that were focused on that area. Belize now taking into Halberdiers. Is that the best unit? I think Chukunus should do fine here.
WEWP.
Well played indeed. Chukunus still holding strong against all those camels. KD of Togao is actually better than expected. Land pretty solid. Roomstock actually the one going for Paladins with the worst KD. Kind of weird to see. Okay, Paladins now coming over. Let's take a look at the military map here. So many Paladins all spread around the map now, trying to go over to the left-hand side or to the right-hand side, trying to go for another push. They know if we can get the push rolling, this could be pretty good for us. All the military, look at that, all the production here at the right-hand side. Both teams still realize this is only half a screen away from the Digi. Paladins getting in some raids. Maybe just go for the eco raid could be an option. Maybe intercepting those camel archers. Can he get anything done? Is this overchopped? It is overchopped. Paladins could get in here. And he is fighting against those camel archers. No, misses the patrol. Some Paladins are getting in. Not the most important thing at all. Nice sneaky bomber tower. Chukunus maybe even moving back a bit too far in my opinion. This is, I believe, still open? Oh no, it is walled. Okay. Land is clearing this up, but that means 50 camel archers missing at the right-hand side. He's at 85 military, but not enough at the right-hand side, as I just said. Bomber tower's not really getting up, and this is another push that looks pretty deadly here. Camel archers now coming over. Some interception here at the left-hand side, and that push just continues again. Quarter of a screen away from the trade. Push is continuing. Belize moves forward. Some more traps. Paladin production should just continue. What is happening here? Land is microing quite a bit. Where are his camel archers? Just trying to not take bad fights here. Wanna just coming over. Paladin seeing that though, and will snipe those quite nicely. No siege engineers on those. Only sitting at their 8 range. Also asking for some food. Miguel not having any either. Look at how low the resources of Miguel are. Did he just buy himself some food? Yes, he did. Market prices 300 for stone, 200 for food, 110 for wood. Something we see quite often if the games go very long and we have Spanish in the team. Uh-oh. Heresy. They're running out of army here. Where is all the army? Everything is being sent over, but they simply do not have the numbers at the moment. 50, 32 and only 80 for LAN. On the other side, we're sitting at 90 for Belize, 65 and 50, and I think this might be the GG. Bomber towers didn't go up for Miguel. Now they're in the trade. Trade cards aren't really falling yet, but this should snowball out of control. Traps could go forward. Bomber towers leapfrogging forward here at the edge of the map. This is impossible to break if you don't get onto massive amount of siege. And at the moment, most of the siege is from Belize. More Chukunus are moving in. Traps are unprotected. The elite camel archers are being forced back. Trade is now getting destroyed, and I think with that the hopes of Heresy. Am I missing something on the minimap? Not really. No rage there, no go against any kings either, and it just feels like Belize with his elite Sukunu is dominating the game too nicely here, and Bomber towers are coming forward. Market is getting deleted, trying to rebuild the market, but that's never a good sign. Onagers, can they get some more good connections? It seems like no, Belize is just too aware of that, and we see Roomstock sniping those Onagers. Belize now moving forward again, and with that army number, it's just looking too good for a 19 military. Some push here in the center, not the most important thing. We have some extra gold. Trade looks quite minimal. Trying to re-wall some, but the most important thing simply is that area. Now we got another market up. We'll instantly get sniped by all those traps that Belize has out on the map. Onager gets out, instantly getting sniped as well, and there is no chance to stop that now. Even instantly going for the siege workshop instead of the market. Quite a surprising move to me. And just look at that. Completely blocked now, and this will be the GG any second here. I just feel like Togao couldn't provide enough help there with his cavalry as the Chinese pocket. Obviously Chinese pocket, not the ideal position, but he was close enough to help Miguel with some more castles, and then this could have been the better army composition. They did not have the answer to all those elite Shukunu. Yeah, elite Camel Archer are okay-ish, but Chinese just very powerful when it comes to a one-dimensional push that Belize was able to achieve for himself. 2-1 lead here for our Finns after an incredible game number 3. G to the G. Belize, the highest amount of kills here. All the Paladin players kind of struggling as well. Kind of a tricky spot. Largest military. Look at that. 3 players breaking the 100 military count there. And even Roomstock with 105 paladins at one point. Just ridiculous. Quite some slaying from LAN as well. Oof. What a sick game. And the one to score. Next will be clearing. And Highland, if we go on to that. So Berbers, not anymore for Heresy. Franks, not anymore for Suomi. Spanish for neither. So Portuguese, Teutons and Magyars, civilizations that we will see next. Britain still up for grabs for Heresy. Celts still for Suomi. I'm very sure we will see Celts from Roomstock on clearing. Maybe you go for Magyars on clearing. But it BCA get Emmen loss. Poor scheduling. Liam bye. Thanks again. And Spoxman. Before that, Mr. Pink. Completely missed you. Thank you so much, guys. No Teutons on clearing. Maybe Teutons on clearing. Yeah, I don't think that they're too good on Highland. Yeah, Teutons feel like a very easy choice for Heresy. Suomi already has Celts. Was BZK vs Secret the first admin loss of the entire tournament? I heard. I think so, yes. Yeah, very true. I wanted to look at the schedule when Secret versus SY is happening. Escape Champions League. Scheduling main event. Oh, they already played. Okay, they played Monday, 13 GMT. And I only know that Secret won. I don't know the score. Okay, let me take a look. 3-1. Okay, thanks. Okay, what else? Something else I wanted to check. Ah, yeah, okay. Scheduling. Yeah. They didn't schedule the other thing yet. The finals. I think clearing should just be a pretty easy Suomi win. They're just so good on those settings. It's not even fair. It's not even fair. Teutons, Celts, and Ethiopians. Kind of 3 SOs. No really good cavalry. Slavs could still be an option. Did you bring that glowing hippo you got in the mail? No. Was this why was Secret a good series? Anything of interest occur? I don't know. I didn't see it. So I can't really, comment on that. But the glowing hippo, yeah. Now I know who gifted it to me. The cook from NAC. And he was just like, did you receive it? And I, like, yes. And then I showed him the video of my unpacking and how I installed it and how I used it. And he got really happy how much I appreciated his gift. So yeah, both of us were really happy. Yeah, the cook from NAC. NAC 2. What was the shirt T90 had to wear for losing in poker? A denied pyramid. So it was T90 spamming Grass Dowdy modes, and oh no, I'm not sure. I think he was spamming T90 Davey modes, and I denied the pyramid there. It was in 2017 though, so where pyramids were still fun.
Yes.
Okay, interesting civilizations. let's jump into game number 4 here. And we will have the Max playing Teutons. Pocket position, Rubenstock will have Celts, and Velise will have the Slavs. On the other side, we have Miguel playing Teutons, Lan, sadly, as the pocket position, is playing Turks, and Togao is playing Britons here. So Britons will play quite aggressively. Miguel with the Teutons, very tight area in between those two, so very likely that Belize and Miguel will go for a heavy boom and the others will play a 2v2. Maybe we can get some walls up here as well. As we all know, look at that S. It is a very wallable map. A lot of people compared with Black Forest, which makes a lot of sense. Trading, kind of tricky on this map. For the guy, he needs to get a lot of map control to really achieve that for them. Not sure about Slavs. Well, still one of the most imbalanced civilizations, right? So I don't really mind that. You now have 3 SO civilizations. And you have to play Magyar plus Portuguese for both teams on Highland. And, well, we can rack our brains what the 3rd civilization after this one is over, and only if Heresy wins this next game. Otherwise it will be the 3-1 and we will have the Secret against Suomi finals again in another team tournament here in the ECL. They performed really well, and yeah, the Finns made a lot of fans for sure during this ECL, and obviously Battle of Africa, kind of their breakthrough performance, I would say. And yeah, they have clearly delivered. Malay just OP on Highland. Okay. Malay could be an option. Yeah, I don't mind Malay. Dogao, did he not scout those boars? He did, okay. Weird. Okay, now Vili is warding that area. Miguel, does he want to wall? Does he want to go knights? Maybe support the other side? Could also be an option. That he just goes for knights. Maybe Lan plays fast imp. Maybe. This could also be a pretty good spot for Sling. Miguel slinging Lan onto Janissaries. If you just wall that area, Togao is trying to defend this area and then double castle Janissaries. Could be pretty damn strong as well. Oh, we'll see about that. Hey. I feel like Heresy wants to turn this into a range force with Brits and Turks. Well, they needed to take Brits, kind of, right? And Turks could be a good civilization to get a sling. And also is not the worst civilization to give a sling as well. And yeah, Lance Lumber Camp is pretty Craigism. Agreed. Okay, both wanted to place their house here. Miguel has a scout in, could get some intel. Billy's probably just pushing some deer. No, he's sending a scout to the other side. Okay, better teammate than I would have been. And Togao goes for a lot of walls. So Heresy feels like they have the better civilizations and can play the long run. Or at least don't need to play for the big fuel age aggression. Now the Max is trying to wall as well. They also feel they have the better civilization. Interesting. So if both teams wall... Uh-oh, Togao without loom here. Can he save this villager with some tricky shenanigan walls? Doesn't look like it. Some walls here. Doesn't even try it. Oh, now he could wall it. What is happening here? Oh, went down to 9 HP. Has to be quite some lag here. What do we have? 4 Europeans, 2 Brazilians. But that looked like a solid 2-second lag or something. I'm a bit surprised by that. Whew. Oh, not the greatest walls by Roomstock. Doesn't really have the greatest map awareness here. The wall here could be good for them. Okay, so it's basically everyone walling themselves, while Heresy might get team walls up. Okay, so that's fortunate scouting for Heresy compared to what the Finns achieve for sure. Now going on to some gold, so that will be triple fast castle by the Finns, and Dogao and Miguel playing with some aggression. Lan, 4 on gold. Is he going on to stone? That's a big question. Is he maybe slinging? Is the other big question. Has one villager around. Is that maybe a sneak villager? No, not really. And Roomstock, what is he up to? Should really be a sneak. Dogao now winning that fight and could get that villager. Let's take a look. And that's a close one. I think he will get it. And will get his scout away as well. Nice move by him. 2-1 KD now. Some more walls behind there. Could see some more walls. Okay, what is Dogao up to? Should be archers, right? Guys! Guys! Oh boy. The Max has zero idea of this happening. This is so beautiful. Oh boy, the Max is dead. Roomstock will not be able to be attacked there. But, yeah. Some more walls would be nice here. Not sure what Lan is up to. He's still not on stone. Is he going for Monk Siege Pusher? What is that? So weird. Yeah, the Max is dead. Just reaching Feudal Age. He has Loom at least. Now going for Market. Oh, okay, Valise scouted that. How did Valise scout that? That's weird. Okay, now fletching for Dogao. Okay, that's actually pretty fortunate for the Max now. He might survive this. Defensive tower at his stone now. And he will also have... Oh god, how did he save those 2 villagers? He will have murder holds when he reaches castle age. So you cannot sit under this forever. Although, well, when he is castle age, I say. He's at 700 food, 100 gold, not having any gold income at the moment, and not having any massive amount of resources. Miguel now slinging Lan, who is up and still not on stone. Is that just stables? Siege? Something? Okay, the Max will be defeated. Although he has 2 villagers, so he won't be defeated. But he will drop down to those 2 villagers at some point. Okay, that is all stopped. Archers could maybe jump under the tower. But I think Dogao might just fear that the tower eventually will have murder holds. Okay, the Max buying himself another 100 stone. That means he won't reach castle age. Maybe a sling of some gold could be good for him. Roomstock still didn't wall this one. What is the plan here of Berserker? Heyo. What's the plan for Lan? Okay, now maybe going to the other side. Ah, this is fast imp. Okay, I'm a dumb hippo. But why is he doing bowsaw? Is he getting enough resources? I think he should not have gone for bowsaw. And I think he could have done so much in the center as well there. Consteins! Cheers. Okay, that could be a sneaky tower as well. Should have fletching and no fletching. Maybe 1 tile further away. And the Max, he isn't slinging. Ah, that tower needs to be replaced by Dogao. Or replaced. Horse color as well. I think land shouldn't go for the eco upgrades. His imp timing will severely suffer. And guys, why are they not talking to strategies about me? This is not ideal, guys. If you ever want to sling a Turk player and your Teutons, you only sling food and wood. You never sling gold, because the Turk player should go for all the gold. He has the upgrade, or he has the faster gold collection. You have the better food income, having the cheaper farms. Not happy. Not happy with my boys. Okay, some more walls here for Miguel. They still didn't spot this. Kind of surprising. Oh, Miguel's point of view should be pretty good for us, right? Yeah, they have no idea that this is still open. Okay, so, Stonegate now here. Lan. Most important thing is that he is heavily getting onto bombard cannons first. Sometimes even want to go for a second siege workshop if you get a lot of sling. For example, if Togao now wanted to sling as well, second siege workshop is an absolute must. Max now going for mass skirmishers, trying to defend this. Togao should have very little to do now, or to contribute. Oh, that's a lot of skirmishers though. Okay. I'll take that back. I think he should just fight himself out and go to the other side. Roomstock meanwhile sitting at 40 C-boom. Probably the same for Vilise, indeed. 3-4. But now they see, okay, this guy's an Imperial Age. And Miguel is still in Feudal Age. So they should know what's up. And now Vilise should just build like 6 layers of walls here. And this was deleted a bit early. Oh, walling the villager in. Now going for some more walls. Town ward. Spots the hand cannoneer. Spots the siege workshop. Oh boy. But this is so tricky to stop for Vilise. Okay, he's taking 4 villagers to wall. 5 villagers to wall. Now gets the university. Instant. Fortified wall could be an option. Still the skirm defense. Togao will get to Castle Age. Where is he getting all his archers? Oh, snipes some at the top here. He's going for stable as well. If he gets onto knights, the max is just in a very, very tough spot. Hand cannoneers should focus on the palisade walls. Bombard cannons on the stone walls. Hand cannoneers were a bit idle, attacking the house. Okay, now he can break through. Let's go. Bombard cannon production needs to continue. Okay, now through the first layer, fortified wall will finish. Release, he's just so good at those reactions. Togao up to Castle Age, Miguel as well. Those are 2 sheep, nothing too special. Still 2 villagers out. And Togao has quite some army. Double stable should kill the Max, who is clicking up to Castle Age eventually. But cannon production just needs to be endless now. I think it won't hurt to even go to up to like 6, maybe even 8 bombard cannons. How much is there still left? Oh, is it tricky to spot this? Elise is investing quite a bit in saving this. Villager production should not slip behind this. Is going for another lumber camp. We'll find some wood, and now Togao goes for the aggressive siege workshop, goes for all the upgrades. Converting 1 villager here, not the most important thing, and they're breaking through here. That looks like only 2.5 layers are left. And hand cannoneers, they should wreck quite a bit. Bombard cannon production continues, now up to 4. Are we in here? Looks like yes, we are. Only 3 layers left, and now he can attack the villagers behind us. So we are kind of stuck at those 3 layers here for Vilise. It's looking better and better for Heresy. The Max will go for defensive towers, knows that the big attack is coming through the center. Archers are doing some damage around here. Bombard cannons need to squeeze through, need to position himself in here. Oh, what's the plan? Miguel now reaches Castle Age. Gets the eco upgrades. Maybe extra TC something? Not really. Mainly goes for some walls. The Max is so good at getting defensive towers up there, buying himself some more time. This is so good, oh man. Elise goes for another layer. But this is just so much stuff invested, right? That's like 12 villagers walling at all times. You have to have like 5 on stone. And... oh, is he through? Oh boy! Okay, this is good for him. Now continues forward, more rams. The Max will get Castle Age though, can get a defensive siege workshop up. Goes for some skirms and some pikemen to defend here. Dogao should get the kill in the long run. Billy's now losing his first TC, 6 bombard cannons. Killing 2 TCs already, more stone walls. I think Billy's will not be able to hold this here. More villagers going down, that's only 1 layer now. But again, 6 bombard cannons, 1 layer isn't a lot. Okay, now breaking through, wants to attack. Roomstock makes a lot of sense. Knows, okay, the Max will have a pretty solid defense. Didn't go for the siege workshop. Oh, did go for the... he's going for the night defense as well there. And now this gets tricky, right? If we get all those crossmen out, but oh boy, Roomstock just too good. Walling behind this. He's going for boats. It doesn't have a single castle up yet. Now gets its first one. Sorry for that. And okay, this is broken. Let's take a look. It's going for some more walls here, but that's going to be some more dead villagers. Heresy is looking good with their strategy here, and it kind of was an obvious strategy. The Teuton sling into Turks. Bit surprised that the Finns were trying to get more walls and more aggressive walls up. Another archer range even. Does he not have 3 archer ranges at home? Yeah, not producing out of them. And I don't really get the 4th one. 6 bombard cannons, more hand cannoneers are coming over. I don't see Roomstock really smashing that. Meanwhile, another attack here. Tries to find the other angle. Roomstock. The second one reaching Imperial Age pretty soon. Now those walls, they aren't really buying so much time anymore. That you see going down, that hand cannoneer, or that villager's getting sniped down. Hand cannoneers just continuing to wreck more and more walls. Siege workshops now for Roomstock. Maybe he can get onagers out. His eco okay-ish with 106 villagers, but it's not like the 140 villagers that he can tag to. Onagers instantly, mass elite vote raiders instantly. It's kind of out of the question for now. Meanwhile, the push continues here. Max still with a defense. Is he trying to check? To watchtowers? Oh, the forward villager is going down after Gao. You can break it behind though. It's not the worst thing ever. Ah, guard towers. He already has watchtowers. My bad. Okay, lead boats. Roomstock is tagging for it. Has 8 military only though. And now, I think the castles will go down. I think the castles will go down before that. Elise at pop 80 at the moment. Does Lan know about this? He knows that he is close. He knows that he is getting some aggression done. Bombard cannon. All bombard cannons need to go to the front. Yeah, those walls won't really happen. Goes for another gate, loses more and more villagers though. Now the splash damage kills the gate as well. Can squeeze through here, and then the first castle could be under attack. Roomstock has 3 here, no fletching, so the bombard cannons can just easily get through here. First siege workshop is getting attacked. Oh, maybe rams could be a good addition as well. Roomstock trying to repair. This is the most important thing. It's ridiculous that the Max still did not die against Dogao here. I think in the long run he should not have a chance. Dogao only 2 TCs behind this though. It's kind of ridiculous. No extra range. Max goes for elite skirmishers. Is the Max holding this? So weird. Roomstock heavily trying to repair this. No masonry, no hoardings on his or for his castles. Bomber cannons now squeezing through, allowing the others to get in here. Where are the other bomber cannons? He should have more than 4. Oh, he did send 2 over here to get some more harassment at that side. Release is now up as well. And that's buying Roomstock quite some time. Elite votes, +1, +2. Sending the other bombard cannons over. Obviously, honestly, I think killing Release more isn't the most important thing. But killing a single castle by Roomstock is just enormous. Roomstock is holding on here. Can Roomstock hold this? He's at 40 military now. Land only at 36, and that's spread military as well. Roomstock, now he's getting masonry. Miguel is getting up to Imperial Age. Maybe he can at some point provide some paladin help there as well. It's at 40 Cs at the moment. Map control obviously way better for Heresy. But, well, Rams and Boat Riders, they will break through. And Kenyans, I think they all need to group up. Oh, Release did re-wall behind there. What a sneaky dude. What a sneaky, sneaky dude. But we have some villagers going through, right? Yeah, we do. Uh-oh, now the Rams coming to the front. Blast Furnace is coming in. +4, +2 will soon be the upgrades here for Roomstock, who still has 1 KD. Release at 139. Boat Raiders, they're ready to go for the big attack. This could be the smash they are looking for. Rams at the front. Land should know what's up. Big repair so for Roomstock. Now opening the walls. Land needs to run. He knows that he is getting attacked quite heavily pretty soon. Miguel with 2 monks. 1 for Land around as well. Now some attack against those Rams. Did some splash damage against the votes, but very minimal. Bombard cannons are okay damage dealers here. And now some conversions. Cannoneers have finding a beautiful positioning for themselves. Bombard cannons all going down here quite instantly, and it feels like the votes are dying, but only after killing all the monks here. Or are they really killing all the monks? Land with a beautiful small space area here for all his hand cannoneers, but quite some stuff is dying at the top. Hand cannoneers not with the sickest damage output ever. 12 damage output here. Meanwhile, the other side, we have some engagement to go up to Imperial Age, so we cannot say for the max. And Cannoneers, they can snipe the reinforcements now, but don't want to go out too far. Don't want to allow the Boat Raiders to get a big surface area. Cannons trying to hide themselves at the top here. 3 archer rangers, and we have the villagers out trying to get some more conversions. Looks kind of okayish, but the production continues, and Roomstock, he should just be pumping out units more and more. But maybe if we have Teutonic Knights out, that could be a deadly unit against those Road Raiders. They will do very, very little against the incredible melee armor. The Max losing that TC. Dogao will kill the Max eventually. Uh-oh, not walling in those villagers of Miguel kind of is a big mistake. Those are all cut off as well. Hand Cannoneers should get some snipe off. Why is he going for the spread formation? The boats will get the full surround of. Oh boy, this is a big mistake. And I think this might be the clear off here. Although there are more Hand Cannoneers coming from the top. More conversions as well. 2 villagers still safe for Miguel. He might get that castle up eventually. Conversions are really helping out here. And that's a nice amount of monks even. An update at the left hand side. We probably just have to wait for the Theocracy now being upgraded here. Roomstock is continuing to push forward, builds a very aggressive castle. I think that might be a bit over ambitious. Bombard cannons here at the side could go over to the left hand side. Archer Rangers producing okayish. Lands eco, not the sickest thing ever behind there with 1 or 2 villagers. Oh, kind of okayish. I'll take that back. Miguel now tries to break through on his own there. Goes for coinage. An upgrade that in ECL is only allowed in Imperial Age. Skirmishers trying to snipe down the crossbowmen. Knights are coming over, going for the kill. Mangonel's moving forward. Now getting Imp. Trap production should instantly start. If the Max loses his castle, I think he will lose all hopes of a hold there. Just think about it. Like 10 Teutonic Knights out already at the front would be so sick. Okay, conversion amount not that sick here. I see like 4 conversions maybe, but still hand cannon is doing quite some damage in the back. Bombard cannon is doing a solid job against those capped rams. No Furore Celtica for now. Bombard cannons in the back, quite okay-ish here. Hand cannoneers in the front protecting. Monks doing some damage. Castle will go up in the end. Bombard cannons, do we still have the 2 over there? No, those got pulled. Villagers getting sniped down, and what a nice move. And sniping the other one. That is a outcast if I've ever seen one. 95%, and that is the GG moment here. Oh boy. Very intense last fight here, and everything got sent in. We saw the castle going down. The sneaky move here against the Max by Dogao did win that side, and the big sling onto our Teuton, Turk player by the Teuton could not be stopped. Belize, yeah, he did get a lot of walls up, and even the second time here, quite a nice move, but it was not enough in the end. Roomstock couldn't buy himself enough time, or Belize couldn't buy enough time for Roomstock to hold this one off. A lot of monks used here by Miguel with his low eco to really support land quite nicely, who went for mass amount of bombard cannons and hand cannoneers. Quite a solid counter against Ram and Vote Raiders. The only option ECL can go for at that point. And GG, well played. We're going into game number 5. I'm excited, guys. Whew. Why no Onager? Didn't really have the eco, and Onagers are getting sniped by the bombard cannons as well there. That castle will go up. Yeah. Good that you're here to quote me every time I'm wrong, but never when I'm right. 1 to 43 KD by Belize. 0 to 50 raisings. Ooh la la. Largest army 1. Not the biggest sling of all time, honestly. 6.4k there. And now we are out of Britons and Celts and out of Teutons. So we have to pick Portuguese, Magyars plus X. Guys, what do you think should be that plus X? Remember that we cannot pick civilizations that we already picked. So Chinese and Teutons are off the menu. Malay could be an option. I will give you the hype song for game number 5, and then we're jumping into it. Persians, I don't really see any benefit for them. Byzantines, maybe. I think Malay could be a good option. See you in a minute. Vikings was already picked as well on Frisia, so no option there. I'm in Vegas, not in Germany, at a house of another poker player or ex-poker player. And how I got the microphone with me, I opened my suitcase, put it in, and then took it on the plane. We are not allowed to play Mongols, and Byzantines don't get +3 range, they get +1 range, making it 3. Yeah, it is not a hotel. It's like a huge house with like 4 bedrooms, pool, enormous kitchen, like 2 living rooms, an office. Like, I get my own bathroom as well. And yeah, it's a green screen indeed. Look how big the green screen is. There's the pool. I can't really see it. It's a mansion. Probably. The 360-degree green screen. Yeah. Okay, Highland. Game number 5. Heresy with the strong performance here in number 4. Obviously, sneaky Dogao. And I think a bit of an underreaction by the Finns. Like, it's minute 20 and there's a Turk player in Castle Age and a Teuton player still in Feudal Age. I think you should have known what's up and already heavily stumbled. This video with MBL made my day, man. I didn't know if I wanted to put it on YouTube because it is like not Super Age Empires content. I don't really know a good clickbait title for it, and it is like not super related to anything, right? But I just enjoyed it every single time I watched it, so I just decided to go for it. Yeah, I didn't get that video. Yeah, I feared that some people wouldn't get it. But some other people really enjoyed it, so... It's only wasting 50 seconds of time of people that don't get it. And... maybe enjoyable for others. Caravel time on Highland? Potentially. Oh man, it's just... funny, and still you can upload what you enjoy and like. Well, not really, right? This is kind of my job and I'm trying to grow the channel. So just randomly uploading stuff that I find funny but no one else will isn't really the way to go. Feels comedian, man. This made me laugh more than it should. When do we see the game? Is someone asking. Well, you should have tuned in Twitch. Yeah, we actually have a long MBL featured week. I think you will be featured 3 more times in the upcoming week. What's your new poker variant? I'm not allowed to talk about it yet, but it will be streamed later this year. You can do it unlisted? Well, what's the benefit of it then? I think I only have like 2 or 3 unlisted videos uploaded. No. They added Doubt Castle to poker. Sorry for spoilers. How would that work? So you're invited to Vegas? Well, I'm getting paid for playing this year. There was an online beta phase. Or beta? Beta? How is it called? Beta phase. And I qualified in the top 50 and then got wildcarded in. Yeah. What do you think about Mixer? I think it's pretty similar to Twitch nowadays. I just think Twitch is bigger and that's why I prefer Twitch for now. If Mixer would give me the same contract they gave to Viper, I would switch to Mixer as well. How long before the game now? 50 seconds. Hello Mogi! Thanks for 14 months. Not sure if you already answered it, but what's new with the new poker? Yeah, as I said, I can't talk about it. He doesn't know better since he is such an alpha male. True. Flo knows me. What a perfect timing. And guys, get hyped. Send some needy energy for Heresy or for Suomi, whatever you like. They will need it. And this is for a spot in the final ECL 3 stage. The last match for those teams that lose and the second last match for the winning team in the whole ECL stage 1. And we are looking into Highland. And the civilizations are Magyars and Portuguese given before, and Malay is what they both chose. In the very top of the map we will have the Max playing the Magyars. Belize his flanks, and so is Rubenstock. We have Portuguese, Portugal, Land with Malay, and Miguel with Magyars. So potentially the better spot for the Finns, having the Paladin civilization in the back and also having Malay closer to the water. Max Paladin pocket. I think that's not too important, the pocket, right? Let's take a look how they will play this off and how they will try to strategize here with the 3 passing that we have. Long time since I saw a team game on Highland. What did I see? Some Nili Energy, Nili Heresy. Suomi on my Scandinavian brothers. Who do you favor for this last match? Probably Suomi. Yeah. Roomstock will just spam harbors at the coastline. Well, no one preventing land from doing that as well. Unless we got a lot of traps out. I think there will be balance changes for harbors as well. Not really sure which ones though. I think... What do I remember? I think the idea was to not give them extra range through blacksmith upgrades. I think that was the idea, yeah. What a really close to Suomi trade on the right side. Ah, that's pretty true. If we want to trade here, we need to control the water, otherwise everything will get sniped. Most of the time, who controls the water will win the game though. And yeah, like... being here on water means that he can easily re-land and control that water as well. And then it will get tricky to have a solid trade for Heresy. Maybe just build the markets over here to be more on the safer side. But then it's not pretty either. Lugao taking some HP wins here against Rubenstock. Dogs very close to each other. Let's take a look when Rubenstock decides to go up. And Lan actually dodging all wolves here. Quite fortunate for him. How much wood does he have? 86 when he starts to build the dock. Yeah, if you're pocket and want to build the dock, you need to send your villager incredibly early. And as we can see, the Max even deciding against that, and he will go for scouts most likely without a market, and probably hoping that one of his teammates has some water presence and can transport his scouts over, or we won't have all 3 passings walls. This one for now open for Miguel, who is sneaking a villager, and well, that's Magia bonus. Sick. I thought like no loom and pop. What a sweet move. Okay. That will get sneaky boy. Belize. He doesn't see it. And he won't see the wolf. Okay, this could be a sling. Oh, the max scout! We go run the other way around! Stuff into the max! Okay, now debate to the left-hand side. Now run through the center. Now the max villager will spot it. Oh no! Oh no, Miguel! Oh, will he? Will he? Will he? Will he? He should. Oh yeah, he saw it instantly. What? Oh boy. Let's see, can Miguel quick wall this? Ah, this is so unfortunate. This is so unfortunate. Yeah, okay. So that's going to go down. And Miguel was really counting on that. Look at that. He's not playing for water. So that's really good. Belize will win water. On the other side, Rubenstock and Dogao look quite even. Pretty late fuel age timings here by both of them. A bit surprised by that. And Lan is going for water as well. So Miguel, I'm a bit surprised. What is his plan? That would be massive farming, right? Second lumber camp, maybe? Lots of low HP villagers. Okay. Unfortunate for him, for sure. No, Lugao, sneaky barracks. But yeah, instant wall behind there. Ooh. Okay, this should all be dealt with quite easily. Land going for water. Not sure if he can pass here, honestly. On fire galley. Felice should be somewhat scared still. That maybe we had another sneak or something. But most likely not. Okay, water fight at the left-hand side. Lan is around. Taking the first fight against Rubenstock. Dogao, actually. What is that dog? Oh, God. This makes only sense with melee. Like having 10 fish traps here. Oh, God. Now goes for one fishing ship in that pond. And he knows that it's only a pond, right? This is so bad. Okay, Belize, ready to transport now. Miguel instantly spots that. Good for him. Do we have... Okay, not too much. Belize, yeah, allowing... That's what I said. Oh boy, this is looking so good for the Finns. Transport out. Fire galleys of Lan went to the left-hand side. That means transporter can easily go over there. And... yeah, both sneaks did not work. Dogao and Miguel both failed there. Max can now come over here. There's no protection for Miguel. Lan walling himself. That is quite nice. Seems like he will be fully walled. Dogao, he is going for the big walls as well. Kind of makes sense. But lost the water now. Okay, transporter will get sniped. So it will stay at only 3 scouts for the max. Something we can live with. Dogao finishes walls in time though. He does not have a barracks at home. Tricky spots. The hand still has an idle villager here. He has to be idle for quite some time. Some fishing ships added. And Dogao, he goes for more. I think this makes... Oh, and the wolf even around. Oh, look at that. The Max, he knows what's up. Just sends one scout there to finish the drop off, and the other two are instantly passing by. Land, no barracks here. Oh, this is so annoying. Now 3 Magyar scouts in there. Land so nervous, even placing some T90 farms here. Let's see, do we have any low HP villagers? Not really. Sends another villager out, and yeah, this is just ugly. We'll lose at least one, or will he? 2 more hits. Bab 2 down. Scouts took some damage. And now he's off his gold though. This is so ugly. Forced idle time here as well. Ay, 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 ay. This is a mistake that should not have happened. Meanwhile, oh, Miguel is through though. With the transporter. And that's annoying against Release. Comeback chance! Nearly energy for nearly Heresy. A waltz here. Scouts are coming back for some stuff. Maybe sending a spearman in. Sending an archer in could have been something. Oh, the Max actually taking quite a lot of damage here. Quite a fortunate move for sure. And that will be one snipe villager most likely. Yeah, the Max just committing here. We'll accept one villager kill against one scout kill now. Water is won by Roomstock. And Release. At least for now. Scouts won't really find much damage. Seems like everyone is kind of safe now. Release could have some open spots. Should have enough spearmen around as well. And the scout and spearman of Miguel not really getting in there as well. Look at how many fishing ships Dogao built here. Feels so weird. Is Dogao on stone? No, so no Orient Gun masterpiece coming here. Goes for lumber. Interesting. One spearman and one villager just casually hacking away. Those scouts, will they find any damage? Not really. Roomstock less completely walled as well. Okay, this will be a longer game. Exactly what we want to see. We'll have the advantage. So villager count better for Heresy even. Fishing ship count 7 to 12. Obviously the 12 so much better. Because he now needs to build fish traps. He is Dogao. I think this is a spot where you even want to build 100 stone, instant 40 sea boom. Kind of unlikely that you're getting attacked instantly. And you're not going for any military anyways. This could be a beautiful TC spot if he gets to it. Looks like he finds it, yeah. This one here has a market, so... Goes for gill nets as well now. Everything feels safe. Okay, land is going back onto water. Goes for demos, goes for the war galley upgrade. Plays it 1 TC for now. Is water that important now? I think booming behind this would be the better choice. The Max now going for some night aggression, and Miguel, he is not really well prepared to defend that at home. Very open here. Has one stable, goes for 4 TCs. Gives up his gold, which is quite fortunate for him. Overchopped that side though. Oh boy. Sees it in time. Okay. Miguel on point at the moment. Needs to probably go for a defensive monastery. At least that's something I would love to see. But first of all, he needs to save this area. Miguel. Miguel. Ooh. Okay. That was quite unfortunate for him. Loses at least 2 villagers. Oh, more feels like 4 or 5 even. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, goes for some knights now as a defense. Aggressive stable by the max, and that was not the greatest direction. And what am I saying? Like, even if you get water now, it's pretty much impossible to get over here. The max will just do so much against Miguel. At least the villager got sniped, so that's pretty sexy for Miguel for potential defense. But what is the defense? Not enough wood to go for monastery. Adds more farms as well. 11 idle villagers, only has 42. Oh god, this is so ugly. Meanwhile, the max sitting at 3 TCs at home, casually booming away. Just goes 1 stable, 2 stables. Wanted to go for a 3rd one as well. It feels like Dogao needs to carry. Some fish traps for him. Knights are running around. Heresy in a tricky position. Not having water control, even getting punished on land. And then the trade will be just better for the Finns. They can just go for the full distance. Something we said earlier, Heresy might need to go for this, and Lan is now slinging Miguel. Oh god. Oh god. I don't like this at all. So Lan sitting at 3 TCs. Melee. The max going for some more snipes. Oh god, Miguel not playing a great game. Getting harassed at the other spots as well. This is so ugly for him. Losing another villager here. Meanwhile, the max continues to boom. What's the next steps of Miguel? Idling his TCs. Stable production not really happening. Loses some here. Oh god, Miguel. He is not in the full control here that he wants to be in. Don't get why he's not going for a monastery. It just feels like such a natural reaction. Dogao now up to Imperial. Maybe he can control the water and then they can play the very long game. Let's see, conquest victory? Sadly. Normally Highland games, a good candidate for some wonder victories. No fletching on those CC either. Now a market. Dogao at 80 villagers. 49 only for Miguel. Still taking quite some time here for him to ungarrison his TCs. 49 villagers only. And the max, he sneaked those villagers. Room stock up to Imperial Age as well. So is the least. The max just continues with more stables. I like this. Just keep up the production. Keep up being annoying. More farms at the front. Miguel. Oh god, his decision making in this game. Not on point in my opinion. You had a good spot to just farm more behind here. Instead he's building more at the front. Still no fletching. Just remember, fletching doubles the damage output. We have 4 defense, we have 5 attack. Could be 6 attack. Dogao will retake water, at least we'll try to. Could get tricky against the Malay player though, who already landed. Is now going for galleons. Could be massive amount of harbors. Exactly what we want to see from the Malay player. Let's take a look. Another raid here. Yeah, it is easy to look bad against the max if he's just going full night raid against you. I don't want to doubt that. Just feels like some decisions, some reactions weren't really on point. Miguel now goes for the monastery here. And well, it's pushing the max back for now. But, well, what will he be able to do against the forward castle and Arbalest? He will get +2 defense. Elite caravels now for Dogao. Quite a nice unit for that very tight area here. Could be pretty good against galleons. Room stock. He's going for chemistry. Just outputs rushing the top for now. Trying to get some more vision. Look at the funny vision. All around red, all around purple. But now that's the first scout of Dogao's base. Trade is being set up and... Oh boy. Now building some sneaky dogs. Oh god, this roomstock guy. I kind of hate him. I kind of love him. A bit more love than hate. But also some hate. Just because I played some games against him. Okay, what is the land direction here of Heresy? Dogao, I think he needed to win water before Vilise was getting over it. But yeah, that was not really an option. Then with the mid-castle age water approach there, did not achieve anything either. Lead caravels, they should get some stuff done. Well, quite easily if no one was really contesting. Water now. Trying to rush out the defensive castle here. Will protect his goals. Quite okay-ish. Goes up to Imperial Age. The max will have a similar timing. Actually, will be 30 seconds earlier. Poor engagement here by the max under those TCs. And again, similar knight numbers. Cannon getting taken now by Rubenstock, so he could be annoying over at this side. Still no harbor tech for him. But what's the answer against all those Arbalest? Now even barracks, so we will see some counter to those cavaliers as well. Soon to be cavaliers. Still only dog tech. Gallant in small numbers, they will perform quite well against caravels. Only if we are super clumped up, the caravels will shine. Now going to the other side. How can Miguel hold this? I think against the Halberdier push, there's no chance. And Lan, he's just continuing to sling. Not thinking about going Imperial Age, or maybe thought about it, but he didn't. Oh no, guys. This is one trap, and this is 70% imp TC, and this is a lot of knights under the TC. This is Arbalest pushing, and he did cancel imp to get up onto another TC. Oh god, this is so bad as well. Oh god. Okay, I think it doesn't make sense to bash Miguel more today. You see what's happening. Okay, let's maybe watch some water fights here. How the Gao's trying to get back onto it. Rubenstock missing defense upgrades for now. Telacracy now. Solatocracy now coming in for Rubenstock, being the harbor tech, and then he can just spam it around. We need to see a lot of bombard cannons then, and whew. Traps are moving forward. Halberdiers only +1 defense for now. It should still be fine. Cavalier attack will finish for the max. He can just easily raid the right hand side as well. Overall population looks like, what is it, 120, 130 head or something. And now the harbors here at that side. Killing the Oyen guns even, something we don't see too often. And cannon guns around, traps helping out as well. Lugao not really getting onto the numbers that he wants to go for and needs to go back. Now goes for coinage, wants to go for some sling here. Knights are going down before they can be fully upgraded. Castle, it's tough to hold it. Muslim defense now coming for the Halberdiers. And he has enough resources. How is he not getting the resources on the map? Look at all his resources. 2k food, 1.5k gold. And he's sitting at pop 100. Castle is now going down. Paladin tech for the max. Clicked before Miguel clicked his Cavalier tech. And yeah, Paladin and Cavalier will finish basically at the same time. The max just needs to regroup, and then he will always take better fights here. Miguel is getting onto solid numbers now. 47 military for him, 57 for Vilise. But +4 defense is now finishing for his Halberdiers as well. Some converted Cavaliers helping out Conscription. The upgrade he wants to have finished before the castle is going down. 89% now. And it will finish. Now taking the engagement just shortly before Cavalier upgrade and Paladin upgrade will finish. Now the Halberdiers are pushing in. Arbalest in the back and Miguel will not win this fight. Miguel is out of it. Could not hold the 2v1 here. G to the G. The Finns are taking it down. Very strategic victory. Obviously, way better positioning, having the melee player at the front. Land could not really get into the game. Tried to go for water twice. Went for the left-hand side. We had 2 sneaks, both spotted Togao's and Miguel's. And then the Finns just played it down beautifully. They will go into the finals. Heresy ECL is finished with this game. 3-2 to Suomi, and I'm pretty excited to see the finals for them. Whew. Are the first 2 games worth watching? Frisia, not. And the second one was... Let me take a look at it and then I can tell you. Miguel's KD, unfortunate. And did get a lot of sling. Then the scouts got quite some damage done from the max. Miguel couldn't do much with his second wave, and Lombardia was not too exciting either. So yeah, it's kind of okay to miss those 2 matches. TT, Winland, going into the finals. We can update those brackets. Suomi 3, Heresy 2, and we can press save. Bada boom. Oh no. Oh, I did close it. Obviously, you need to copy the Finns forward now as well. Doing my paint. Beautiful work here. Bop. You're also going to Manchester, right? Yes. Who are they versing into the finals? It's on the screen, my friend.
Rogan?
Nearly.
Nearly. Pole dancer. Hey yo. One of the best snacks I ever ate in Manchester. Already booked the holidays with my daughter and girlfriend. Feels bad, man. Nearly, as you get better in AoE, you look more and more like Doubt. Mastery release shows. What? Took me more than a minute for me to see after you said it's on screen. I'm worse than T9 event. Ah, okay. Finals are today too? No. This is ECL. They will schedule. Will be something. Maybe weekend. Maybe next week. I assume this weekend seems to be likely. So very likely that I won't cast it. Okay, so when did we start with this? Do we need to add some spoiler-free time or not? Oh no, I didn't want to. I wanted to go into my VODs if we have to play a game or not. So it's now at 34 minutes. So at 34, did they already start? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So we can call it. When will you be back in Germany? Miss my regular Nearly streams. Sorry. Mid-July. Even Donnie was here. Okay. Who played 4 AM? I don't know. I'm very not up to date at the moment with Age of Empires. I will need to catch up quite a bit because obviously within the next 2 or 3 days I will do WTF Happened In. Might be at a very bad time for you though. Why was there an admin win secret with bazookas? Bazookas scheduled horribly. Donnie hosted with 109 viewers, middle of the game. Sorry for missing that. It's kind of weird. Maybe I need to change my alert. Because if I get raided, there's an alert. If I get hosted, there isn't. Yeah, not great. What's the difference between raids and host? I think if you host, it basically switches the screen for you, but you stay in the chat. If you raid, you're really going to the other channel and jumping into their chat as well. I can answer some questions for the next like 5 minutes or something, and then we will call it a day. Didn't eat anything today except one protein bar and some peanuts. How's the food in Vegas? Mixed. If you are willing to pay a lot, really good. You miss your couch? Yeah, I didn't watch a single series yet since I'm in Vegas. What time is it in Vegas? 14:33. What do you think about MSG viewer numbers? Is it because of the settings or not enough hype? I don't know what the viewer numbers are. Maybe you can tell me, and then I can judge that. What's the highest viewer numbers they had? I think if it was T90 casting, it still would get 3-4K. If it never reached 2K, that's really poor for them, obviously. 1.6K at the max. Well, it's obviously first early stage. Then people aren't that excited. Yeah, like players aren't excited. Then, yeah. I'm not sure about the settings. I know members, only members casting. The rest is kind of boycotting. Have you ever played against T90? Yes. Yeah, I don't know anyone who's really motivated. Togao was like, I know at least of 5 players that thought of not playing. I think it's a great tournament, but probably wrong timing and pros didn't practice. What's the wrong timing? I think the timing is perfect. There's no big other 1v1 tournament. It's before ECL finals. I think that when they play the finals, they can start scheduling now. Why Rage of Empires stopped? Because Donnie quit Rocket Beans. And the others didn't feel like they could keep up a good format and lost some motivation. You're feeling about the future of Age with upcoming release, etc. Very positive. Obviously, like, I knew that all this was happening when I decided to go full-time Age of Empires streamer, like 15 months ago now. Let's hope for Battle of Africa 2. That will be huge if it happens. Okay. Single players said they will be prepared for the LAN. I think so as well, yeah. I think the timing is perfect. I actually think about, like, I've been talking for it for quite some time, so it's obviously nothing set in stone, but it feels like pretty natural for me to do a Deathmatch World Cup after ECL finals. Like, I feel like top 32, 3 weeks, single elimination, and then top 8 at 1 weekend. Only land maps. Yeah. And same streaming policy as the before, or as the before 5 or 6. Oh, where did Marco go to? Yeah, maybe I talked to Robo. He didn't say it yet. But he said he got a better offer. That sounds fishy. So for a damn 1v1, it only makes sense to have mirror matchups, right? Yes. Yeah, it would be always mirror setups. And like your home map would be, okay, I decide the home map and the home civ. So it would be like, I pick Graveyards, Mayans War. So for the M1v1, I don't, yeah, okay. I think I would do it like map pack, mirror civ, and then alternating without the repeat, and you're not allowed to repeat the map and civ. Is the final now? No. They will start. They can start scheduling now. Might be at the weekend, but that's just random assumption. I like Persian Movie 1. Like Gold Rush Persian Movie 1 is like really interesting. Marco said it's not Microsoft. Yeah, obviously it's not working for the Microsoft marketing. Like, obviously it sounds mean, but I would have been surprised. How long till the next match starts? I would say like 5 days maybe. I'm just chatting here. There won't be any Age of Empires game content coming up. Stay away from Persian, Japanese tour and tour in Arabia. That's where Shine and I beat Viper and John. And then I got too cocky in game number 2. That was really bad by me. So maybe NAC 3 in perspective. Not with the conditions of NAC 2. There need to be some big changes. So yeah, not in the near future, if ever. Robert Doubt needs to qualify for the next qualifier next time. Maybe. Next NSC would be played on DE. Well, since there won't be an NAC in the next month, and DE might come out this year, kind of can't be with not D, right? Yeah, you hype for D? More of the consequences. Yeah. Or maybe LE4.